Hello there everybody, how's it going and how have you been? I am EuclideanSqd, and we're back here in the world of Duel Links. We're going to be doing some more Kaiba Corporation Cup duels today. Before we jump in, I just want to say a few things. First off, I did do a lot of duels off camera, just try to get my duel level up, and I think the goal for this event is going to be to see if I can get to the highest duel level, which is basically Duel Level 20, but the game calls it Duel Level Max. Right now I'm at about 12, and I think at the end of the last episode I was at 4 or 5, so I did do a lot of dueling. The aliens have been serving me very well. In recent times I've run up against some not necessarily tougher opponents, but just I did stupid things that cost me the duel, and it was just annoying, so hopefully you're still in a good spot. The other thing I wanted to mention is if you look up here at the gift box, that's 27. Pretty much all of these prizes, all these gold, all these gems, all this gold, all these card tickets, this has been pretty much exclusively from the Kaiba Corporation Cup. I think there's like one thing in here that was basically the game converting the event exclusive items from the Jesse Anderson thing into gold, so that I can still kind of have some use out of it. But yeah, 26 different rewards. So if you want gems, you want cards, you want free prizes, come and participate in the Kaiba Corporation Cup. It's pretty good. The duel log, as you'll see, a few recent losses. A couple of them were more than a little frustrating, not because my opponent was like being annoying or anything, but just because the duels were taking a while because of a poor connection on their side. So hopefully we're going to have some good connections with this episode, because I kid you not, one of them took almost 15 minutes. Because the connection was so bad that whenever one of us played a card, it took the game like 15-20 seconds to respond. Okay, it's a Weevil. This might not be too bad. Enough rambling and ranting about poor internet connections around the world aside. Let's get right in. We're going first. I got a gray, I got a triangle, I got crop circles. I think this is a good hand. Let's go ahead and do this. Okay, so there's a parasite in my deck, which is going to be a right pain in the butt. But I'm going to do this. So basically, he goes for gray. Gray puts an A counter on something. Next turn, I get to blow it up for free with Mysterious Triangle, special summon an alien, attack with it, and then I can use crop circles to recycle that alien, and he's just going to whistle the parasite right to the top of my deck. Okay. Boy. Okay, it's a burn deck. This isn't too bad. The parasite's gonna hurt, because it's gonna do 1,000 damage to me, but it's a monster that I contribute. The burning land is going to hurt each of us evenly, so hopefully I can overpower it. Actually, depending on what that face-down card is, I might win. So I just realized that Parasite is a level 2 monster, so I might be able to do some fun stuff with crop circles. First off, Gray, you charge in there. See what he's got. Something can activate. Mirror Wall of Disruption. So all my monsters lose 800 attack times the number of monsters I have. So basically everybody goes to 0. That is 100% okay with me. Because watch this. I'm going to combine Alien Kid with the Parasite. And yeah, also an Overlord, just for the A counter nonsense. Wall disruption can't stop me from hitting you with 2200, boy. Alright, now because I have the life point lead, Burning Land is going to be hurting him more than it's going to hurt me. And unless he does something drastic, which that kind of is. But if I draw any of my aliens, I win, aside from the other gray. That is not an alien. But I can still do this. And so I'm going to take 1,000 because of Burning Land and Mask of the Accursed. Still going to be in the life point lead, so I'm still ahead of Burning Land. Oh wait. Oh no, Mask of the Accursed works on his turn. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. I'm going to put Gray in defense mode. I'm going to use Recombination Device to actually put A counters on my Alien Overlord by getting rid of the other Gray. And then I'm going to use Mysterious Triangle. This is so crazy. I'm using Mysterious Triangle to destroy my own Alien Overlord, which gets rid of his mask as well. I get to special summon something. I'm going to go with a kid. And let's see you stop this. You probably are, to be honest, considering how many times the game is giving you a chance to activate that new face down of yours. Go ahead, kid. Go on. What are you gonna do? What's your face down? Massive Morph. I'm cool with that. Basically, my alien kid's attack gets doubled, but he can't attack directly anymore. That's fine. It wasn't lasting the turn anyway. And next turn, I can remove a combination device to add something like Alien Warrior or Alien Telepath to my hand. He goes down to 800 life points. So I basically got him pinned, I think. I'm trying to think what other damage he can throw out. You can throw out that thing. Sure. The one card in the game that reflects battle damage back on your opponent. Which, in all honesty, I think is okay. No, it's not. I know this tactic. I've fallen for it like a sucker so many times. That's another Massive Morph, I bet. What's going to happen is if I try to attack that swordswoman, he's going to double my monster's attack points. I'm going to hit it, and then all that damage is going to bounce right back into my face. I'm going to take 1,500 damage, or not 1,500, 500 damage here. Don't have any way of making A counters. None of my aliens have any sort of defense to them. So I think what the play is here is I'm actually just going to set Telepath and not attack. And here's the thing, if he draws another monster, if he draws any monster with more than 1,000 defense, or 1,000 attack, I might lose, depending on how he attacks. If he doesn't do anything this turn, I win, because I'm just going to end my next turn immediately. He's going to draw, standby phase is going to go off, and he's going to die to his own Burning Land. He didn't draw a monster. I win. I win. Go ahead. You know what though, I'm going to set Alien Warrior just in case. Just in case one of his two face downs is some kind of card that gets rid of spell and trap cards, specifically to save him in this sort of situation. Your move, dude. Nope. I win. He's going to draw his card. He's going to die to his own card effect. Always fun when I manage to beat one of these more metagamey decks. I'm not against like metagaming, and I'm not against using like really, really powerful decks, but at the same time it just feels kind of maybe not necessarily like lazy, but I don't know, it's like, really? You couldn't think of your own deck and try it out yourself? But, I mean, to each their own. Alright, so that was opponent number 1. We are maybe 10-11 minutes in. Hopefully I can do maybe 2 or 3 total duels in this episode. Depends on how long my opponents take and connection strength and all that, so we'll see. Ooh, if I win I get to go up to duel level 13. Let's see, a couple of warriors, a gray, and a brainwashing beam. I'm going second. No. No. Let's see what you do. I've got a good source of A counters. I've got a brainwashing beam to steal something. I've got an overlord. So I'm gonna go on the offensive with warrior. Warrior can go ahead and smack the face down. Oh boy, this is going to be Arrow Mages again, isn't it? I dueled against one of these decks earlier, and it was actually a really fun duel, I'm not going to lie. So, I can't be that mad if it's an Arrow Mage deck, because those are actually kind of fun to duel against. Not saying the last deck wasn't, but at the same time it was just kind of like, oh, yay, it's a stall burnout deck. I've never been one for stall tactics, really. It slows the game down. Okay. No, I'm not gonna take Bergamot yet. Or Bergamot, or however you're supposed to pronounce that. We've got no spell and trap cards, so there's no reason to use Telepath yet. Although, actually, if I do take Bergamot, or the big Arrow Mage, Bergamot? Bergamot? I don't know. Berg. Arrow Mage Berg. Now, let's see what I can do with this. So, Warrior attacks the face down, and I hurt myself with that. So, I do no damage this turn. Okay, that was a little bit of a waste of a turn. I should have realized that that would have been a Jasmine, considering it's what sort of deck I'm dueling against. Alright, and the key card comes into play, Aroma Garden, so he's just going to keep gaining life points while he has an Arrow Mage on the field. Well, technically an Aroma monster, which I think only consists of 3 cards, all of which are called Arrow Mages. Now, you're putting your own monster in defense mode. Are you going to destroy your own monster is the question. No, you're going for the warrior. Probably the wrong play. No, it's not. I keep forgetting when he has more life points than I do, Rosemary doesn't let monster effects go off during damage step. Okay. Well then, I'm going to get rid of this Bergamot before it goes back to your side of the field. Because I've used Arrow Mages myself, and Bergamot is destructive when you get Aroma Garden. I'm just going to use Alien Overlord, gives you an A counter, drop your attack, enough for Overlord to win. You're getting 1,000 life points back, which is fine. You don't have a Rose Lever in your graveyard, so you can't special summon your big one. Don't tell me. So that card, Jasmine, lets him normal summon an extra plant-type monster each turn. So if either of the cards in his hand is Bergamot, which he got lucky enough to get, we're now in this situation. Okay. I have 2 grays. Now, normally that wouldn't be a problem, because Bergamot, normally that wouldn't be a problem, because the gray would put an A counter on it, I could steal it, I could use Telepath to get rid of the guard entirely. But the problem is, when his life points are higher than mine, Bergamot makes all of his plants do piercing damage. And I shouldn't have done that, because that's game. Yep, I lose. I lose. This is going to activate Garden. That thing's going to go up to 3,900 attack points. 500 from the Garden and 1,000 from its own effect. Yeah, I lose. Okay. Yeah, Arrow Mages are tough, man. That Aroma Garden. I should have restarted with my hand. I should have reset my hand at the beginning of the duel. But, I mean, at the same time, I didn't know I was dueling Arrow Mages, so it's no big deal. Alright. Good job, man. Enjoy Duel Level 13, I think. Is that where you're going? Yep. Alright. Enjoy Duel Level 13. We're going right back in. Okay, so we're 1 for 1 so far. About 15 minutes in. I was really hoping to get the super rare ticket in this video, because I kind of want to redeem all my duel tickets. But we'll see. Okay, it's a Mako. These guys can be easy or difficult. Depends on what kind of deck he's using. Because there was a Mako that I ran into that he had this weird combination with Legendary Fisherman and a trap card called Sea Stealth Attack. No, I'm going to keep this hand. And basically he kept bouncing his monsters off the field so I couldn't put any A counters on them. Which, I will admit, is the main flaw to this deck, is if I can't get any A counters on the field, on his monsters, mine can't really do anything. Oh, come on. Alright, we've got Alien Mother, Alien Warrior, Alien Grey. Let's go ahead and set up the nice shield of Recombination Device Brainwashing Beam. And let's go a little aggressive with Warrior. He's got some kind of a trap that can be activated right now. It's a Floodgate. I'm 100% okay with that. Because that's what Warrior was meant to do. He was meant to bait out one of the traps. And even better, I don't care if he's face down. You destroy him in battle, you still get 2 A counters on you. Yeah, go for it. Destroy Warrior. I'm super cool with that. Now, we use Recombination Device. I'm going to put 2 more A counters on the Shark. Not going to take it just yet, because what I would much rather do is use my Recombination Device to get a Telepath, and then have Telepath destroy one of his 2 face downs. That's one of the little catches with Telepath, is he can only take A counters from an opponent's monster to use this effect. He can't take them from yours. And he's going to Floodgate that. You know what? Go for it, dude. Because guess what? I got backup. I'll just take your own Shark and throw it at your traps anyway. Let's go ahead and get another brainwashing beam set just in case he manages to break mine before the shark loses all of its A counters. Go ahead, shark. Go for it. What's your other face down, dude? Enemy controller. You're putting it in defense mode. Fine. Fine. I still have your shark. I know, like, my dueling style is to kind of just blindly charge into every single face down they have. And maybe it's not the smartest thing to do, but I kind of like forcing him to use his cards. I like making him use his face downs ahead of time. Because if I can burn through those faster than he gets them back, then I start to win. Okay, just got rid of the shark. I can respect that. Still can't play telepath. But I can tribute telepath for Alien Mother. Even though the shark doesn't have any A counters, Mother's more than strong enough to kill it. It's got no face downs to protect it, which is what I wanted. Alright, dude, your turn. What you gonna do? Another face down. Okay. Let's go with Alien Kid. Because if that face down lets him special summon something, Kid will put an A counter on it, and then I can immediately take it with Brainwashing Beam. He's gonna wall a disruption. Okay. Not ideal. Still able to whack you in the face. What you gonna do next, dude? You got any monsters? Nope, just more face downs. Either he's drawing very poorly or his deck does not have a lot of monsters in it. Alright. In that case, Kid, you switch to defense mode because you're worthless in attack mode. Summon a warrior. I swear if that's another floodgate. Okay. Just want to see. Yeah, it can't be a wall of disruption because it let him try to activate it when I summoned warrior. What is it, a mirror wall? It's not a mirror wall. Wasn't a draining shield. Wasn't a golden apples. It might be a bluff. I've got so many options to counter what he does. Oh, it's another shark. Okay. What are you going for? The Alien Mother or the Alien Warrior? You go for the warrior, I win. Alright, he did the smart thing. Although... I don't know what I draw. Never mind. I was thinking I may just throw Alien Warrior into the shark anyway. Give it 2 A counters, even though it would cost 100 life points. And then I just take the shark with Brainwashing Beam. But I can just sacrifice the weakened Alien Kid with for Overlord. Give it an A counter this way. Pardon me. And then take it with Brainwashing Beam. You sharky, sharky, sharky. See stealth attack. What does that do again? When this card is activated, you can activate 1 Umi from your hand or graveyard. While Umi's on the field, face a card against its effects. Once per turn, you can banish 1 water monster you control until the end phase. Okay, so you banish your shark and I get to punch you in the face anyway. Or not? Okay, whatever. Whatever. Overlord, just finish him off. Go get him. Okay. And as much as I'd love to go for one more duel to try and win that super rare ticket, A, I don't know if I will, considering how many times I've been losing recently. And B, we are creeping up on 30 minutes, and I want to try and get the episode lengths to go down a little bit for some of these things. So I think we're going to stop the duels right here. I am going to go into the card tickets just to show them off. Actually, hold on a second. I'm going to back up to my gift box. I'm going to grab at least a basic rare ticket just so I can show you guys the rare ticket card pool. I'm not going to go through all my rewards just because that would take a while. But we're going to go ahead and redeem a couple of card tickets. So first with the normal card ticket, the pool is fairly small and these cards aren't too great, but they can be useful. In particular, I would suggest getting this Rabbit Dragon. It's basically a super cheap Blue Eyes. Like, literally, it's pretty much the same card, just with 50 less attack and 400 more defense. I don't know why it's considered normal, probably because it doesn't have the same support that Blue Eyes does. But if you're new and you manage to get a normal ticket and you're looking for a fairly good 2-sacrifice monster, maybe look at this thing. He's not bad. Other than that, I can't really recommend that many cards. I mean, this thing's interesting, but A, he has to attack first. And B, his effect to destroy the other monster doesn't kick in until like until the 5th end phase, which is basically your 3rd end phase. Because it would be the end phase of the turn he attacks, opponents, yours, opponents, yours. So, you know what, I think I'm just going to redeem the normal ticket for a Rabbit Dragon. Because I want it. It is fluffy. Even though I'm probably never going to use it. The rare ticket card pool, however, is a little bit bigger when it loads. You got quite a few options here, and this is something I actually want to point out. A lot of the cards you can redeem with card tickets are also cards that you can get as special drops from the legendary duelists like Yugi and Mako and everybody else. So if you've been farming against a legendary duelist for a while and they just aren't giving you that, like, the 3rd copy of that one card you need, maybe do some PvP duels. Grab a couple of card tickets, see if you can find that card in the card pool, and then just redeem it that way. In particular, this one's new, Fly Fang. If this card attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing battle damage. At the end of the battle phase, if this card inflicted battle damage, banish. That's actually not too bad. You know what? Yeah, I'll take this. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And yeah, that's basically how you exchange card tickets. This button will appear when you get your first, when you get the first ticket, which is probably going to be a normal ticket. If it doesn't appear, try backing out of the PvP arena and then going back in. That usually refreshes it to make sure, or that will usually refresh the game and make the button appear. But likewise, make sure the ticket isn't up here in your gift box. The game won't register your card tickets that are still in here. You actually have to redeem them out of the gift box. But with that warning aside, that's been a little bit more of the KC Cup. I'm going to try and raise my duel level a little bit higher for next time. Next episode is probably going to be more PvP dueling. After that, I don't know. We may swap out the deck and do more. We may, I may go and show off a farming strategy for some of the legendary duelists. I have no idea. They may drop a surprise event in the middle of it and ruin all my plans. So, who knows? Regardless, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all had a great time, and I hope you all have a great day. I will see you all in the next episode, and farewell for now.